So the first measurement is shoulder flexion. For shoulder flexion, the placement of the axis is center of the humerus, just distal to the acromion process. The stationary arm is parallel to the trunk and the movable arm is parallel to the humerus. Normal range of motion is 0 to 170 degrees. Okay, she's measuring at 162. The next measurement is going to be shoulder extension. For shoulder extension, placement of the axis is same as for shoulder flexion. Center of the humerus, just distal to the acromion process. Shoulder extension. Stationary arm parallel to the trunk. Movable arm is parallel to the humerus. Normal range of motion is 0 to 60 degrees. She's measuring at 60. For shoulder abduction, the placement of the axis is on the posterior surface, the acromion process on the posterior surface of the shoulder. So this is the placement of the axis, shoulder abduction. Stationary arm is parallel to the trunk and movable arm is parallel to the humerus. Normal range of motion is a 0 to 170 degrees. She's measuring at 162 degrees. For shoulder internal rotation, the placement of the axis is on the olecranon process of the elbow. Normal range of motion for this measurement is 0 to 60 degrees. Internal rotation. The stationary arm and movable arm is parallel to the forearm. The next measurement is shoulder external rotation. For this measurement, the placement of the axis is same as for internal rotation. That is the olecranon process of the elbow. External. Normal range of motion is 0 to 80 degrees. So that is the measurement for shoulder external rotation. It's going to be elbow flexion and extension. So for this measurement, placement of the axis is on the lateral epicondyle of the humerus. The stationary arm is parallel to the midline of the humerus and the movable arm is parallel to the radius. So for elbow flexion, normal range of motion is a 0 to 135 to 150 degrees. So for this measurement, she's measuring at 140 degrees. For elbow extension, normal range of motion is a 0. And the placement of the axis is same for elbow flexion on the lateral epicondyle of the humerus. So as you can see, she's measuring at 0. Thank you.